Hi, I'm Lisa Hayden. Today, our guest for Focus on Washington County, Central Kentucky TV, is Miss Caitlin Elliott. Welcome, Caitlin.
Thank you.
Caitlin, I was just excited to have you on our program because I understand that you are going to be making sorghum, you and your grandfather, at the Sorghum Festival coming up in Springfield.
We sure are.
We haven't had that in a while, so we're delighted.
We're very happy to be here.
Well, good. Why don't you tell me about that?
Well, actually, me and my grandfather decided that we wanted to set up at the Sorghum Festival last year. So that was our first year setting up here, but my grandfather and actually his dad set up here when the Sorghum Festival had first began. So it was really nice for us to kind of have it go full circle, and now the new generation gets to kind of help out with sorghum production here. But we're actually going to be making sorghum here and selling it as well.
Wow. So are you going to, now your grandfather, his name is?
Jimmy Elliott.
Jimmy Elliott. So when they used to make sorghum at the festival, they had the donkeys that turned that machine. Is that still how that operates, or is it more sophisticated now?
Well, we've become a little bit more high tech just because the donkeys run a little bit slow, but we have a PTO shaft that we can hook up to our sorghum mill now, so it runs off a tractor and it goes a lot faster, and we can get things done a little bit more efficiently at least. So it's very nice to have that.
Yeah. So now, did you grow up, on the farm and growing sorghum, or what is it what's the sorghum leaf called, or the
sorghum cane?
Cane.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't start growing sorghum until I was a freshman in high school. We actually started it because I had joined FFA, and my older cousin had joined FFA the year previous, and we needed something for our project. Everyone has to have a project outside of school. We wanted ours to be kind of unique, and my grandfather wanted a reason to start growing sorghum again, and that's kind of how it started. I've grown up on the farm since I was a little kid, though. We had a huge garden, and that was basically all we had until we started growing sorghum again. So
yeah.
It's been nice.
So are you all producing sorghum then, growing it and selling it?
Yes.
In jars, so you'll have that for sale at the Sorghum Festival?
Yes, we will. We do all the processes at the house and at the farm, and we have all our sorghum stuff there, and we'll be selling our sorghum in jars over here at the Sorghum Festival. We have half pints, pints, and quart jars, and just really we love doing it, so it's not really about the money, just making sorghum and getting to bring it back, because I know sorghum used to be really big in Kentucky, and now it's kind of drifting away.
Yeah. Actually, I think there was an article in Southern Living, perhaps, and it was about the production of sorghum, and as you said, I think it's getting popular again. Mm-hmm. And I understand from something I read that a sorghum was considered the poor man's sugar, and people use sorghum if they could not afford sugar. But I think as you know, it is becoming quite popular again, and it's so good in so many kinds of dishes and baked products, and sorghum that the 4-H always has, the sorghum suckers, yeah. And they're wonderful. So you all have the sorghum for sale, and then do you make anything else with the sorghum?
Well, we make sorghum-based barbecue sauce. I'm not too sure how much we'll have made for the Sorghum Festival, but we do that. And then on occasion, I'll make sorghum cookies when I have the chance. There's a lot of things you can do with sorghum, and I think part of the reason it's becoming more popular is because it has so many good qualities to it. It has a lot of good iron and magnesium, things you can't find in just everyday foods. So it's really good.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So how did you develop this? I mean, you developed this interest because of your FFA project, and I understand now that you've been to the state fair with sorghum, and did you win an award?
Yes, Kentucky State Star in Agribusiness is a big award with FFA. Um, they only give out one a year of those, and it's something that's really you look forward to. That's something I'd been wanting to do for a long time. When you go to convention, they'll have like the pictures from the people's projects that they've done over past years, and I remember looking at the board as a freshman, and I was like, that's something that I really want to do. And then you just have to work hard and make sure that you make your business stand out and work really hard in it and work a lot of hours. So that's just something that I really strived for and ended up getting.
So you won that big prestigious award then, with the at the state fair, the Agribusiness Award. Good for you, and congratulations. And so is that, then you were featured in the Courier Journal?
Yes, I was featured in the Courier Journal about my award and about my business with my grandfather. And since then, it's just kind of been a little bit of things here and there with sorghum that we've been doing, so it's been great.
I think you're a star. I think you're a celebrity now.
Well, a little bit of a secret celebrity, I guess.
And you're a student at UK. This is your freshman year?
Yes.
Okay. So are you majoring in agribusiness, or?
I'm majoring in agriculture education. I'm planning on minoring in ag economics, I think, though. That way I can still have the business side of things. But I wanted to teach for a long time, and hopefully that all works out for me. But I want to keep the family business going, too. So hopefully I can manage teaching and running the sorghum operation at the same time.
So this is begun to be a profitable farm business.
Yes.
Okay, and then and this is on your grandfather's farm.
Yes, it is. I live with my grandparents, so it's kind of nice for us to all be able to live right there, and I can just walk outside and get to work in the sorghum.
And that is here. Is that on the Washington-Boyle County line?
Yes.
Did you say? Okay. So I know I wanted your grandfather to be here today also, but he couldn't, and of course he's very proud of you, so I'm delighted that you could be here and came home from school today to be here with us. So now tell me that, so the Sorghum Festival is going to be on Saturday, October the 3rd. You'll be making a sorghum starting that morning, Saturday morning?
Yes, we'll get up here very, very early Saturday morning. Wouldn't shock me if we're not here by 5 a.m. just to go ahead and get things prepared and light the fire so we can start cooking and have it done probably around 2 in the afternoon. So.
Okay. And then and at that time you'll also have your a booth with some selling sorghum products.
Yes.
Okay. So will that be on Sunday, or that'll just be on Saturday through the day? Okay. And is there anything else that you would like to share with us on that?
Nothing I can think of right now.
Yeah. And your grandfather will be here with you?
Yes.
So, okay. And well, I just want to thank you for being here today, and I'm just think that this is going to be a very prosperous venture for you, and I hope you continue in that. And I hope we get to continue to get sorghum in Washington County. Homegrown sorghum.
Yes. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, thank you.